Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Excel VB Expert. In today's video, we are going to talk about machine learning. So in the machine learning, here we will be learning the machine learning from basic to advanced. Okay, so I will explain you step by step. So the machine learning, the very important thing, let me write side by side. So machine learning is the part of ML's subset of AI in simple language. Okay, and after that, in the machine learning, here we do have a lot of categories, right? Different type of a learning. So the machine learning is something, if somebody will ask you what is ML, so ML is something where machine learns the patterns, okay, basis the given data. For example for example, if might be you will have you must have observed, right, in your Gmail you have your spam option, right? So in the spam, basically your Gmail automatically deducts every Gmails, every emails which comes, right, and it deducts by itself that whether it is spam or useful. If something useful, then it goes in the inbox, otherwise it goes in the spam folder. So here what happened, the behind this story, okay, here's there is one, the model, I mean one machine which is, detecting the messages whether it is spam or the, the, I mean the valid email, which has come into your inbox, right? So that's how that, the machine learning works. So if in a simple language, if I will explain, the ML is something where we put the data into the one machine. For example, we do have one box and we put everything in that box, and that box, when we ask something from that box, and that box actually returns the answer as per question. If the question is not available, maybe it will return you something null, right, and the blank value, or nothing, maybe, and maybe you will get some message box, something like that. Okay, so that's what actually we are going to do in the machine learning. Here we do have a lot of categories, right? Here we do have a different type of a learning. For example, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and the reinforcement learning. In the supervised learning, what happens, where machine, what is supervised learning, where machine learns the patterns basis the label data, basis the structured data. When we have a structured data and basis the structured data, if your machine is learning, that is something your supervised learning. When you would talk about unsupervised learning, where you have your unstructured data, unlabeled data, and that machine is being trying to learning from your unlabeled data, that is something unsupervised learning. And the reinforcement is something, different, and we will talk about it later on. So let's focus on supervised learning. Here we will be not talking about unsupervised as well. Here we will be only learning the supervised learning. So in one single tutorial, we will create a one model, and that model will help us, what that model will help us, and I'll also show you the data. Okay, so here you guys can see that what all we are going to cover. We will be creating the model, we will train the model, and we will, test the model, and we will deploy that model, okay, on the application, so that everyone can use it. Okay, from basic to advanced. Okay, that's what actually we are going to do in the single tutorial. Okay, so let's start. Let me show you the data set. So in this folder I have this one data set. If you will look at, so here I do have this is the data. Okay, basis this data I will train my model. Okay, I will give this option, I mean how many options are there, how many headers are there, around 7 to 8 headers, right? So these are the data I do have. Okay, if I will give this input to the user will automatically, you know uh, find the status of the loan, whether your loan is rejected, in progress, or approved, basis the given input, right? And that's what this is, the simple data set. As of now, that I do have these samples, right? For example for example, my age is 26. Okay, once we have trained the model, okay, basis that, if we will give the input like this, okay, the input which is not existing in the data set, in this data set, maybe the input which I am going to give here, which maybe is not existing, male, okay, education is, for example, graduation, right? Sorry, graduation, merit, no, income, for example, 60,000, 1 2 3, and loan amount I would like to have 2 lakh, 1 2 3 4 5, and existing loan, yes, right, and property, urban. Okay, and I just now want to get the status, if basis this input, what will be the status of my loan. Okay, so automatically your ML, your machine will deduct and predict the value basis the given, the input. So that's what actually we are going to do. Let's learn it together. Let me close it. Okay, let me open CMT and open my Jupyter notebook. Okay, Jupyter notebook, it is getting open. So first, we need to understand the very important thing. Machine never understand the text value. Okay, that is something you will have to understand. Every text value should be the represent as a number. Okay, and how we will tackle those things, because we do have some the data, whether we have some text value like you're married, your education or something, you have already your existing loan or not. So everything is mentioned in the text, but we will have to represent those text into the, I mean, as a number. So that's how your machine will understand it, right? So let me open it. I think my Jupyter is already open, and in desktop, in AI, in codes. Okay, let me create here one notebook. Okay, so here let's import first. Here we will be train the model. Okay, after that how we will be deploying that, okay, through this Streamlit. So that's we will look later on. So let me show you. Okay, first import three, I mean three libraries. First import OS. Okay, this will help us to deduct your dynamic path of the data. Okay, and after that import Pandas SPD. We would require it to train the model. And after that, for machine learning, for machine ML, we need to import these library. Okay, from sklearn. Here you have to basically here linear regression, right? Here we will have to we will look at on lot of things, but let me first import the useful one. sklearn sklearn. Just wait. Dot model import linear, not regression. Here when we talk about, here our output will be in the numeric, not in the numeric value, right? Our output will be in the text. So if, for example, that you are training your model as a number, because this is something, the long story of the ML, it's not small, but I'm still trying to covering in the one single video, which maybe I will left something, or may I will forget, because I am just trying to creating here one project in front of you. So here what I am doing, I am creating an application, okay, through the model, and that model actually I will be deploying as application, so that the people can use it. And people can use it, and it will be helpful for the people to identify whether loan is existing, whether loan is approved or rejected or in progress, or whether the person is eligible for the loan or not, right? Something like that. So here when we, because when the loan status comes, the loan status will be your, it will be in text, right? So in that scenario you have to import the library as the logistic regression, not a linear. When your output will be in the numeric, so in those cases that you have to import here as a linear regression. Okay, this is the first one. And after that, from sklearn, we also have to tackle, okay, when, because I told you that the machine never understand the text value, we have to basically represent every text as a number. So in order to doing that, this library label encoder will help us actually, right? And after that, once we have created our model, basis that, okay, we will have to export those model as a .pkl, so that that model can be useful, right? Useful for others as well. So that we will understand later on. First, let's import it. We have imported. After that, path os, path join os, just wait, dot path dot expand user. This is the dynamic path actually. We are targeting here desktop and your ML, because I do have one folder as a ML here. Okay, in that particular folder that I do have this data loan.xlx, right? So after that dt, just import it, dt dot pd dot read excel path and loan.xlx. This is the data. Let me run it. We do have some this data, right? Or if even what you can do, let me remove it. Okay, let me paste the header here so that it will be easy for me to identify whether which column I need to represent as number, right? So let me open this file, just copy it, and I'm pasting here. Okay, that's it. I still have not started, okay, to creating my model. This is the first one, right? And after that, what we need to do is we simply need to write here as model dot logistic regression. Max iteration will be 1000 and weight will be as balanced. Okay, and here age is okay, gender we have to target, we need to represent as number, married as well, education as well, and your loan, existing loan, and your property area. Okay, so here what we need to do, so write here as give any name, gen as label encoder, and your married label encoder, and education label encoder, existing loan as label encoder, property as. After that we need to see here, the very important thing is that we need to be very careful while writing any column name. So gender, okay, gen dot fit. Here what we are doing, here we are representing every column which has text value as a number. Okay, that's what actually we are doing. Just copy paste 4 times and replace with the respective header, married, mar. Okay, married, that's done. And after that, okay, education, just copy education, and here you have to paste it. And after that again, existing, existing loan, paste it. After that, property area, property, make sure the spelling should be very correct, otherwise it will fail. And we still also need to be take care about this variable which we have declared above, right? After education we have existing, and after that property. That's it. This is something which we have done here. Whenever we train the model, there's always the two requirement, x and y. Okay, in the x is your input, and y denotes as the output what you are looking for, right? So here x, in the x I would like to write my all the headers, just copy it, copy and paste it. Expect loan status, right? That's it. Just keep everything in the inverted comma. That's it. Y, in the y your loan status, that's done. After that, model should be fit. Fit means, it means that we are ready, we're give x and y. It means we are training the model. Now here we are teaching the model that these are the data we do have. Okay, the model is now ready. After that, what next we need to do? The model is ready now. We just need to run it. As soon as I will run, you look, model is now run. You look, if you really want to predict your value so far, so what you can do, what you can do, here our model is ready. Okay, we have created our model now. if really we want to see the use case of it, okay, not on application, we have not deployed it, but here we are trying to using that model. The model name is this, right? Now here what you can do, just simply, that's done. Okay, now what we need to do, here we have to declare, we have to import one more library, which is your import joblib. So joblib will help us to export this model, okay, here. Okay, because here you guys can see that I do have a model. Let me delete it first so that uh just wait, quotes and the model will dot pkl. Okay, so here I have to basically, export the model. Okay, what I have trained here, that model we will be using in the application. How? First, let's export that model joblib dot dump model. Give the model name model dot pkl. Okay, after that you have to declare all these things. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Okay, after that gender, gen, give here as gen, no worries. After that married, give here as married. After that education, give here as education. Existing, give here as existing. Property, give here as property. That's it. Once you will run it, I have run it, you look, here I do have lot of models which I have exported. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, one, two, three, four, five, which means that my model is now ready. Now I am going to deploy it and making useful for the other people. That is something which is done now. Okay, this code I will attach in the description box. From there you guys can download it. But it's still the very important and very interesting part is the deployment part. Okay, the deployment we are going to do, okay, using the Streamlit library. So here I am going to create one more notebook and I will rename it as ml deployment ml. Okay, that's it. Here import Streamlit as st, import pandas as pd. Okay, and after that here we don't need to import the sklearn. Okay, here, so here very important, from joblib import load, run it, it's done. You look, this is done. All the library now we have imported here. Now start designing it. We are now going to design the website. Okay, model loan status application, it will be your byte. Once caption, in the caption I would like to, this application will help us to get the status of loan. That's it. Okay, no error so far. Okay, after that you have to, here now we are going to importing models what we have created. Now we are going to import the model joe, what we have created here, right? So right here model load model, that's it first, and after that gen, which means gender. Okay, load gen, great. Okay, after that what was next? Married and education, mar, load mar. After that education, load education. Okay, after that existing, load existing. After that, property, load property. That's it. Here we have imported all the models what we have created. These are the machines now. We have already put it the data inside it. Here through this code we have put it the data inside these models, and now these machines are going to help us in order to predict the status of the loan. That's it. How many, the option we would require? First, make sure all the data should be exist. Okay, here, age. So A stand for age. I'm writing like this. Okay, ST, number input. Enter your age. After that, your gender. Gender will be ST dot input text. Text input. Or we can also, let me open the data and see the data, male and female. Okay, we can give the option here. Selected box. Selected box. Select your gender. Male, that's it. After that, married. St dot selected selected box. Select the marriage status. Married or unmarried? Yes, no, simple. Yes, female, male. Yes, no, right? Okay. After that, education. St dot selected select box. Select your education. Graduate, undergraduate. Two options we do have. Okay. After that, income. St dot number. Enter your income. See, before creating this application, you should have understanding about Streamlit, your machine learning, Pandas. Then you will be able to do it, right? And my one course is going to be launch in October. If you guys are interested, so please do join my WhatsApp group. In the the link has been given in the description box. Okay, and just do contact me and we'll discuss on it. Okay, so after the income, loan amount, loan amount, st dot number. Enter the loan amount. Okay, existing loan, st dot select. Do you already have loan? Yes, no. After that, property. Selected box. Property area. Select property area. Just simple copy. Rural, urban, semi-urban. That's it. Okay. No error so far. Everything is good to go. Now here, after that, you know increment running the script. Okay, now everything is done. All right, here's the problem. Prop. Great. Okay, property. Great. After that, once we have done it, here we have to basically write if st dot button, get the status. We can create so many validation, but I'm not going to create that. Okay, And after that, first we'll have to create one test. Okay, pt dot data frame. In this data frame, we are going to capture every header. Age, okay, age will be a, okay, and after that, gender. Okay, gender, here this is very important. Gen dot transform. Okay, because here what we have done, we already have, we have already here represented the gender, okay, as a number while training the model. But when we will give, every time the user will give us text, so every time how we are going to tackle them. So in those scenarios, use gen dot transform, and here you can use here gender. That's it. After gender, what do you have? Merit. Okay, merit dot transform merit. After that, education. Education transform. Education. After education, income. We do have a income. Great. After income, we have a loan status. Loan amount. Loan amount. After loan amount, we do have a existing loan. So existing transform. We have to be very, very, conscious while writing this code actually. So existing loan. After that, property area. Prop dot transform prop. Okay, that's it. Now our model is ready here. Okay, that model is something ready here. Everything is good to go. Here after that, we have to predict it. Okay, we have to predict. So here it should be like status. What should be the status? Status should be your, you know, something like that. st dot write model dot predict test. That's it. Okay, now our application is ready. We are going to launch it. How? Just copy it, command cd desktop, because as of now this extension is not .py. First we have to convert this notebook as a py. Okay, desktop ai cd codes Jupyter, and we convert to script, paste it, and after that we have to run it. Streamlit run as, paste it, change it py. Once we have done, because here what we have done, we have, you know we have collected the data, we have featured out the data, and we have trained the model, and we have exported the model, and after that we have created the application wherein we have deployed our model, and that model is going to be very useful for us. So here this is the application view, the user friendly. You look, this is something user friendly. Now people just need to select it, and as soon as the people will click on the get this status, and people will get the status of this. So age is 26 for example, and the gender for example male, and marriage no, education graduate, all right, income as of now 45,000 ek do teen, and after that enter loan amount will be 8 lakh 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, already do I have a loan? Yes, no loan. And property area is urban, and get the status. As soon as I will click on it, you look, why contains previously, okay, there's some problem. Yeah, there's some issue because here what we have done, the very important thing, it is declared as prop, great, Property here. This is something not good. So it will be a property, this one, right? That was a problem. Okay, just save it. Save it. Now let's, again reload it. Cd desktop, cd ai, cd code, Jupyter, and we convert to script. Streamlit run. Okay, again we have done. We can fix it out. We can just create our notebook. We just need to click that. We can do later on, but still that is something in the testing, in the testing phase, right? So age is 26, male. Okay. No. Graduation, graduate. Income is 67,123. Okay, and loan amount 6 lakh 1 2 3 4 5. Loan, no. No loan I do have. Okay, property area is urban. Let me click on get the status. Again, we do have some error. It says the feature name should match those were passed during fit. So it says the input which we are giving is not matching what, the data we have given while training the model. So urban, no. Okay, let me check the status. Urban, all right. Okay, A, all right, A. So it says the input we have given is not matching with the data where we train the model. So age is 26. So 26 is here. Okay. Male, female, married, male. Married status, no, yes, great. Education, graduate, graduate. Income 67,000. Okay. Loan amount 6. Do you already have a loan? Yes or no? Great. Yes or no? Okay. Property area spelling is incorrect. Urban. Urban is everything is correct. So what is the problem? So gender, everything is good to go here. Okay. Great. Everything is good. Age, gender, married, education, income, loan amount, loan status. Okay. Rural, urban, rural. For example, feature names means unseen at fit property area. Now missing property area. I think spelling is incorrect. I believe property. Yeah, spelling is incorrect. Property header. You look very key sensitive. Property is here and we have misspelled here. Just do it. Okay. This is something very difficult to sometimes cater it. Okay. Again, let's reload. That's how we have to keep on testing. Okay, till the time it's not done. Okay, again, the third time we are going to reload cd desktop, cd ai, cd codes, Jupyter, and we convert to script. Streamlit run. The more you will keep on writing the code, your hand will be used to. Okay, this is getting load. Age 26, female, no. Education undergraduate, for example. Income is 67,000. Loan amount is 10 lakh 1 2 3 4 5. I do have no loan. Yes, I do have in semi-urban. For example, urban, get the status. Let's see. Rejected. You look, this is the status, rejected. Why? Now, if you really want to test it whether it is working or not, we do have in progress. So example 41, I'm writing here 40. I am writing here male. Let me get yes. Okay, graduate. Okay, and everything is same. I do have yes. Property area is rural. Get the status. Let's see. In progress. You look, which means our model is working fine basis the input. This input is not existing, but this is basis this input our model is trying to analyzing this data, which one can be the better status for the given input. So this is the application, guys, how good it is that just we need to give the input and our model will help us, because basis the data which I have given, instead of just you need to replace that data with your company data. Once you will do it, okay, this model is going to be helpful for everyone. They just need to give the input and this model will predict, okay, what is the status. This is something the lone one. If you really want to have, for example, you're working in an organization, especially in the HR department, you want to create something for the attrition application, whether you just need to write the couple of the parameter, for example, performance, increment, promotion, last promotion. Basis these inputs, right, the user will get, I mean the HR will get the status whether employee is likely to go or likely to stay. Okay, those kind of application that you also can create using the model, and the model deployment is very useful. This is something the simple model which I have created and deployed here. In this application you also can integrate your AI. Okay, you can give one more option, click, you know generate some offer and generate some para, okay, basis the status. As soon as you will click, your AI will returns the good, a good letter, okay, which can be initiated, which can be sent to the people. Okay, so those kind of things also you can do in this application. You just need to integrate your AI. If you really want me to integrate that AI, please do let me know in the comment box. I will explain it, and I will create a model, and I will create that application where I will integrate the AI and will show you in the upcoming videos. I would be talking more about your link chain AI, right, and those kind of things, right? So I hope the basic, not a basic, but yes, the model understanding you guys must have. Okay, because this is something I have not explained very deeply, but yes, I have explained it, that how you can create a model, how you can train the model, how you can deploy the model, and how you can deploy that model as application, which can be the user application. Because this coding is not going to help, you cannot share this coding with everyone. You just need to share this link, okay, and the people will get this view, and they just need to give the input and they will get the output. What is going in the background, they don't know, the developer is only aware of, right? So those kind of application once you have created, so you're eligible for the AI developer, the automation specialist or something like that, right? So thank you so much everyone for watching the video, and I will attach these two notebook in the in the description. I also will provide my WhatsApp, WhatsApp upcoming batch, joining batch. Okay, you just need to just join that, and if you want to interact with me, just you guys can directly interact with me. Okay, so thank you so much everyone for watching the video. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.